Hi guys, Drew here from Redbeard's Workshop. If you found this video, you either come over here from startplayinggames.com or you just saw I posted a video on my YouTube channel and you're checking it out. If you haven't seen my previous announcement video, I am now a professional dungeon master on startplayinggames.com. I'm running one-shots and campaigns for friends, family, or any of you who wish. Along with my one-shots, I'm running two campaigns. One is an Alicia campaign, which I'm running for a friend and his family right now. So it'll be interesting to see how each group, splits their own separate ways. And secondly, I'm going to be running a campaign based on the Seafaring campaign, which was my first ever campaign as a dungeon master. Having learned a lot of lessons from running that adventure, I fixed some things, corrected some things, and I'm really excited to get a second chance at them. It's always interesting when you run a campaign and a story for one group of players, and then you see how an entirely different group of players decides to interact with certain individuals, go to different places, and make different choices. So the heart of this campaign is just fun adventure. There will be some more serious moments, obviously, some combat, some dramatic story, but overall, this can be a very lighthearted, really fun type of campaign. So you will be based on an island that I've called Shipwreck Haven. Now, this island itself only began as some ships that crashed onto some rocks, and then more came, and more came. And eventually, after enough ships had crashed, this fog began to dissipate, and they could see clearly out into sea. But they had kind of made makeshift, platforms to live on and huts and such. And over time, more and more people came, and this became a place where they could trade and thieve and steal and avoid the taxes of kingdoms. And they realized they could build their own little city free of kings and royals and governors and any kind of government control out in the middle of the ocean. So the entire island is made up of wooden platforms on rocks and then layers and layers and layers of ships lifted and built on top of each other. So the design is very cool. All of you are members of the Blue Devil crew. Now, the Blue Devil is this ship here that I actually made for players in my campaign, even though we never got to play in person, so we never used it. I made this out of XPS foam, some wood, some thread. Took me a long time, but it was a lot of fun. So you will be members of the Blue Devil crew under Captain Ulysses Barton, who is one of my favorite NPCs I've ever played. I'll save any previews of that for anyone who does sign up for the campaign because it's a lot of fun. When you begin this campaign, you're going to be on shore leave. So for a few days, you have time to, drink, meet with friends, family, fight at the cutthroat fighting pits, gamble, drink, do whatever you wish. Maybe take up some bounties from the local guild. And all the time, keeping your ears to the ground, trying to hear any news about heavy merchant ships that will be sailing on pathways nearby, any sunken treasure that you might become aware of, or any interesting islands that you might want to sail to see what fortune might await you there. It's your basic pirate sailing adventure. It's a lot of fun, and it's one of those things where improv can really take the story in all kinds of directions that I'm not even prepared for. There's really so much opportunity to be creative and just take it and run with it. It's a very wide open world. I have a lot of islands. I've got a lot of quests on the islands, so there's lots there to do, but you guys can really just expand and have a lot of fun with it. So I'm really excited to run this campaign once again. If this sounds like something you're interested in, please log on to the website, search Redbeard's Workshop. You can search A Pirate's Life for Me, Adventuring on the Big Blue Wet Thing, which is a very nerdy, childish reference to one of my favorite all-time movies. And if anyone knows what I'm talking about, I like you. You're my kind of people. But please take a look, sign up if you'd like, and I'll see you on the oceans.